What was your reasoning for immediately leveling Q?
I think a face check told me to.
Yeah, face check is terrible for that kind of stuff. Well, it's terrible for everything, to be honest. I much prefer u.gg for basic leveling. So, yeah, first issue, it might actually not get punished against Heimerdinger, but you're leashing for a really long time and you're going to miss XP.
Yeah, I missed. You mean the when I was helping with Red?
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed 1 CS of EXP. I realized that.
Yeah.
But I asked him if he wanted help because I wasn't sure what to do.
And
he said to help him.
Yeah, well, you are supposed to help him there. You just did it for too long.
Right.
The general rule, it can slightly depend on your champion's mobility, but the general idea is as soon as minions leave, connect, it's time to leave.
Okay. Oh, thank you. That's good to know.
Yeah, so like right here, and then they connect. Yep. As you said, it's going to be a lot of farming against Heimer. It's just part of it.
Yeah, I was pretty unhappy because I knew taking his tower was not going to be easy.
Yeah. Skip through a lot of this. Man, it's gonna be so much farming. Yeah. So when you're approaching going on Heimer, this is fine to look for something since you have Fury built up, but you gotta make sure you hit the turret first.
Okay.
You can auto it and then spin through the turret while also hitting him with your spin, and you can kill both.
Oh yeah, that's a good combo. Just one hit and the E will kill it?
Yeah, because you already did half with your E here on this turret. It just wasn't intentional. But that's a pretty common thing that Tryndamere does, or a bunch of champions really that have wave clear. If they'll try to hit the wave and the champ at the same time if they want to level up off of it, or in this case, if you're wanting to kill a turret and hit him at the same time, you can still do that since you have AoE.
Probably could have just dove on him right there, maybe.
Yeah, once you thin out the minions, you can, since you have Ghost.
Oh yeah, there's too big of a wave there.
Looks like he left. Just go for a crash. Okay. Yeah, now we're staying too long. So, here, when you're pushing the wave, I think you went to go ward. Oh no, you should check the rush. But yeah, what I was looking for you to do, since you're pushed up by this, you ward the brush real quick, and then you just push this as hard as you can before it hits level 6. Which you kind of did, but then you got poked out and you got really scared when you didn't have to, since he's really low.
He took a lot of damage from the
Yeah.
wave. That's the only reason because like he was targeted by that wave actually.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, yeah, so it ended up working out actually, kind of, because I think he goes back here, or maybe not.
Because now you're in a position where you feel the need to stay because you don't want the wave to crash.
Yeah.
And then you're pushing again and just hoping that Vi doesn't show up. But the problem is, now, because Heimer just recalled and teleported, you can't crash. Or it's going to be a lot harder to do. Since he's going to place his turrets, be at full HP. And good luck. Yeah, you just have to give it up anyway.
I was a little lucky he didn't know how to freeze at all. He just wanted to push the whole time.
Yeah. Especially Heimer players, they're just going to by default push. Because they get lazy with the turret placement. Taking way too long in the shot.
Yeah, it might have been a disconnect.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That could be that disconnect you're talking about. Okay.
Or I was opening face check probably as well. I was like, trying to figure out what I'm supposed to buy. There's one thing I'm still learning the items. I'm starting to get my head around all the new items, but I'm not like perfect
Mm-hmm.
by any means. Especially when it comes to like counter builds, I guess you could say.
So, at this point, you're pushing the wave again. Heimer's coming back. You don't have... At least I don't think you did. Let me make sure. You don't have vision of Vi, but you're still not placing any wards. You even bought a control ward, which is great, but you haven't placed a single ward this whole game.
I was desperate to try to get that wave into the turret.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was bad. It was bad. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you could just throw like a quick ward right at the end.
The turret.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Mm-hmm. Although, once Heimer places these turrets, you could just let it push into you. It's definitely an option, because you could let it push into you, and then you hold the wave here while he's pathing towards you. But
in my head, I was like, I really want to push this guy because my team's losing. Maybe that's the wrong thought process.
yeah. Yeah, because when you keep pushing like this, you're never going to be able to kill him. It's just going to be you crashing the wave, him pushing the wave back, and then you crashing the wave. It never amounts to anything, but if you have the wave sit here, then you can properly kill him and crash.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm. And so that's why you're thinking that, oh, this is just a farm lane, which you were right for the first few levels. But after that point, it's because you're not actually setting up the wave to where you can properly chase him. The whole advantage of taking Ghost on Tryndamere, outside of, obviously, so you get kited less in teamfights, is that you can chase them all the way down the lane very easily.
Especially with Ghost, yeah, true.
Yep.
I didn't use Ghost very well at all this game.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of it's because of what you just pointed out.
Yeah. Because right now, Heimer can't really do anything if you just stand right behind his minions, like behind the casters. He can't walk up, he can't set up his turrets, and you can zone him from XP pretty easily.
But if I see him go mid or something, that's when I just start pushing, or what?
Nope, you can still hold it.
Still just wait?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you just tell your mid laner that Heimer's coming. Because let's say you push the wave when he starts walking mid. Well, sure, you crash the wave, assuming that he fully commits to it, but yeah, it's better if you just hold the freeze because his minions are going to continue to kill your minions. But if you just shove, it's going to take longer for all the minions to die.
I get you.
So it depends on how long he's going to be gone. If he's
Let's
like,
be honest, Heimerdingers don't roam that often.
yeah, that is also true. If it's like a quick thing for him to go to mid, then it's going to be better for you to just hold the freeze. But if he's going on some great journey down to bottom, then yeah, you would want to crash the wave. But
I actually meant to take teleport, but I pushed my runes at the last second and pushed ghost onto my thing. I was thinking because I couldn't really do anything, I could teleport around the map maybe and get some pressure, but
teleport's really awkward on Tryndamere. Because he has no crowd control to set up anything.
It's true. But I did have a lot of farm EXP at least.
Yep. I like the recall. You can go back, spend your gold. Oh, never mind. Take back what I said. Yep. Engage is too early. Yeah. Again, if you let the wave push into you, he's screwed. Especially when he doesn't have ultimate. But now, it's probably gonna be... what was that? I think that's in the brush. I think. For the double wards doesn't make any sense to me.
I'm just annoyed at people killing my wards, so they make it more annoying.
Well, that's not gonna make it any better. They're just gonna kill both. Yeah. That's why typically you'd want the control ward and the tri-brush instead.
Yeah.
Because that way it's easier to defend.
You're absolutely right. I think I was a little tilted this game because of the way it was going down below.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. And so that's pretty obvious with how you keep shoving, trying to make something happen faster, and then it's just making everything go slower.
Punching myself in the face, yeah.
Okay, well at least we finally got a dive. That's nice. We're gonna die for it, but it's fine.
Yeah, the one time Vi actually comes. Fortunately. I wonder if I went through his jungle if I might have been able to play it.
Yeah, probably still got you just go over the wall.
I had to go up no matter what.
Yeah.
Waste on my flash. I didn't need to waste flash. But I didn't know if she had ultimate or not.
Another disconnect, maybe. I don't know. Ran back to the shop.
Probably checking face check because I have to like alt tab and like, go.
Yeah.
That's something I'll just get better at over time by memorizing the builds.
Oh, I like this.
Oh, I was actually waiting 20 gold for the crit thing. Oh, that's what I was doing that time.
Ah, I gotcha. I don't know why you eat over this wall, though.
It was on cooldown. And I was like, oh god.
Well, it says on... I'm saying, why did you want to go over this wall to begin with?
On my screen, red was up, but they stole it.
Oh, I gotcha. Well, even... Okay, let's say red is up. Because obviously I know it's not, but let's assume it is up. I still don't think it's correct for you to be taking red buff because you're missing this wave in order to do it.
Okay.
So you're putting your E behind a little bit in order to go even.
I was thinking if he pushed my turret and I got red, I might be able to kill him. Like,
Yeah.
guaranteed.
Well, you can kill him without the red buff. You don't need the red buff to kill him.
Yeah.
But, yeah. It's gonna be pretty much the same thing if you just had the wave on your side, you could have killed him so many times. And of course, this doesn't apply to just Tryndamere, but that's really good for Tryndamere.
Yeah, I could have maybe carried the entire game if I just did what you said.
That's the biggest difference that you'll figure out from playing mid versus top. You can't do this nearly as well in mid lane. The lane is just too short. Because even if you hold a wave here, like they don't have to run that far to get back to their turret. Whereas top lane, they've got such a distance to cover.
Yeah, maybe all of a sudden Vi just starts camping top and she misses all kinds of farm because I kill Heimer a couple times.
Yep.
And it changes the whole outcome of the game.
Eventually, yeah, you could probably 1v2 them. If you did it well enough.
And then Vi would have way less pressure in mid and bot.
So, they drop Herald here. What do you think the correct play is?
Run.
Yep. Now, I got a strong guess of what you don't do. You actually did, I'm surprised. I really thought you were going to go in. Okay. Ooh, okay. Yeah, no, they're leaving. I was hoping you could set up something with Yi, but I guess not. No, we're still pushing.
They were pinging, but I just felt like it was too risky. Oh god. And then I get obliterated.
Yeah. Okay. Everything beyond this point, I don't think really matters.
That's fair.
Yeah. It only goes on for like 8 more minutes anyway. I think, yeah, the main thing that you need to work on is just understanding why you're pushing or having a wave push into you. That should be your main focus. Sometimes you want to push, or like obviously if you're trying to hit a level spike and then go off of that, that's great. But other times you need to consider, well, oh, why am I hitting these minions other than just, ooh, pretty minion. So consider what you can actually do with it, whether it's so you can chase down your opponent or set up a gank, whatever, and I think you'll go a long way with that.